What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Last Dinosaurs. Yes, indeed, Last Dinosaurs fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Star G, and this is actually one of Star G's 3 prioritized requests for the month of November for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Star G. Hope you enjoy the show. Star G wanted to see me react to this. It is Last Dinosaurs with a song called Andy. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Last Dinosaurs, shocking. And the video has 1.5 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Last Dinosaurs, Andy official video. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, there's that word official coming off of their official page. Yes, indeed. Look, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it. All I'm going to say is we have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's got a very retro feel to it, a very retro sound to it. Like, I don't know if I would go as far as to say new wave 80s. I don't know if I would go that far, but definitely along that time period, 82 to 86, somewhere in there. You know, bands like they don't have the goth feel and sound of The Cure, but the instrumentational tone, like the way the guitars sound. But definitely more towards the poppy feel, like the pop 80s, like the pop rock 80s type of a sound. Without the synthesizers, which is interesting. I keep waiting for the synthesizers to just absolutely take over. You know, that's the kind of direction this song has. I'm like, where are the synths? They're gonna pop in any second now, right? That direction, that type of delivery, that type of sound, that type of attitude, it's very, very retro. It's very radio friendly. It's very radio friendly. I could absolutely see this being played on the radio, without question. Vocally, it's pleasing to the ear. Nothing all that amazing about the vocals, other than how well it's fitting the mood and tone of the song. Everything just kind of sounds like it belongs. Like nothing is standing out as being amazing, but at the same time, everything fits like a glove. So I don't have any complaints from an objective standpoint. Personally, not really my thing. It's no. I'm gonna be honest. I am kind of digging a little bit on the very slight calypso feel that they've got going. That's kind of cool. That calypso / kind of Caribbean feel that they got going in the drums and bass pattern. But that's honestly about it. Everything else is just not my thing, guys. But like I said, looking at the song objectively, I'm not finding any faults. So let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Now you can hear the keyboards. They're there. They've been there all along. It's just now you can really hear them in the forefront. Yeah, this has got radio written all over it. It is what it is. You know, it's not trying to be pretentious. It's not trying to be something it isn't meant to be. It is what it is, and it makes no apologies for that. I can respect that. I can absolutely respect that. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Last Dinosaurs with Andy. This was a request from Star G. And this was actually one of Star G's 3 prioritized requests for the month of November for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Star. Hope you enjoyed the show. After thinking about it, guys, honestly, there's not a lot to talk about. This is going to be very straightforward. So let's get to the score, and we'll see we'll see how long it takes me to get through all this. I'm going to be honest with you. I can guarantee you it's going to take less than 10 minutes. Less than 10. So let's see where we end up, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 6.3. Yep, 6.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.3. What does that mean? Well, a 6.3 would translate to a pretty good skill rating because overall, I think this was a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. That's B as in boy, B-. So there you go, a 6.3, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. One of the biggest things I can say about this song is it's not trying to pretend to be more than it actually is. Okay, it's not trying to use a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors and try to fool the listeners into believing that it's more complex, it's more impressive than it actually is. It's non-pretentious, and I absolutely love that. I do. I respect that more than anything else. As far as what they were playing, the songwriting, it's very straight ahead, very simple, very repetitious, very easy to listen to, very radio friendly. Oh my goodness. I could absolutely see the song being utilized on radio stations, all kinds, not just one specific style of radio. No, this song could be used. This song could be used pretty much across the entire spectrum. I could see it being used on Top 40. I could see it being used on Easy Listening. I could see it being utilized. Honestly, I could see it being utilized even on soft rock stations. I could see it being utilized in modern rock stations. I could see it being utilized within types of songs that are like a pop, like 80s style format. I could see this song. I could see a song like this being utilized in some way, shape, or form on talk radio, as bumper music, as fill music, as intro music for a show. I could see this being utilized in a multitude of ways because it is so easy to listen to. It is so easy to groove to. There's nothing complex about it. It's about as easy as it gets from a songwriting standpoint. The guitar tones, I like that twangy approach. I do, for the style of the song. I think it fits like a glove. The drumming and bass playing locked in with that ever so slight calypso feel. I like that. I think that fit really well within the motif of the song. Vocally, I think what he was singing and how he was singing it, I think it fit the song like a glove. Everything about the song made sense. It all did. There was nothing that stuck out like a sore thumb. Nothing that made me sit here and scratch my head and question, why in the world did they do that? No, it all made sense. By the same token, if we're talking about, did the song impress me? Did I think the song was amazing? Did I think the song was outstanding in any way? I'm sorry, but my answer is going to be no. It didn't do anything to warrant a really good or a great or an outstanding. Nothing happened in the song to warrant any of that. But at the same time, it wasn't bad. It was not bad. Pleasing to the ear, very commercially available, flowed like a river. I mean, I have absolutely no complaints about the song at all. It's not my gig. It's not my bag. It's not my jam. I'll probably never listen to this again. But looking at the song, basing it on its own merit, nothing wrong with it at all. So that's how I'm coming up with a pretty good score of 6.3. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.3, which is a pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.